Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to Ironman Daily. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a 2024 bank video, and this might be interesting for those of you who are not familiar with Ironman banks, because I will not be cleaning up my bank really much at all. I'm just going to go right in. I did a little bit of tidying up of my home tab, but as you can see, I'm on the official client. So there's really not much to it. This is my home tab, what I call here. So I recently took out all of my unfilled potions and moved those to the potions tab. Sometimes when I have a skills necklace or other piece of jewelry with partial charges, it automatically deposits here instead of into the placeholder I have for it. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's by design, but these sometimes just appear here. So in this home tab, I have my Quest Point Cape, my Pride and Joy. This account, for those who don't know, is now quest locked. Once I achieved this cape, Jagex, as they are wanting to make changes to this game all the time, they've released dozens of new quests, and so I'm not going to bother with all of those. No changes crew, represent. I could go on about no changes, but that's not the topic for today. Today is my bank video, 2024 bank video, coming out on Christmas Day. So my next item here is all of the coins, currently at 2.5 mil. I have platinum tokens. This is worth 100,000 GP. Each platinum token is worth 1,000 coins, and they can be exchanged at a bank. Warrior Guild tokens, I'm keeping these at a neat 1,000 just in my currency stacks here. Same with the Numulite. I don't really have a use for either of these right now. Toggle. I've heard that you can use Toggle to buy onyxes, so that's something I might do. I'm not sure if I've done that before on this account, but onyxes are very rare and valuable, so you can sell chaos runes to a shop in the Toggle place. I forget what that's called. It's in Karamja, fiery place where you do the fight caves. And you can stack up Toggle by selling Chaos Runes there. And I do have quite a few Chaos Runes from running Barrows, which is something I love to do on this account. So that might be something for me to do in the future to get more Onyxes. I'll sell my Chaos Runes and get Toggle. Revenant Ether is acquired in the Rev Caves. I haven't been there in a while because it's a big hotspot for PKers, and even though you can get really good drops there, it's always a balance between staying long and risking getting PK'd or banking often and ruining your rates. So next up is the Crystal Shard. There's some way to get more of these. I forget. This is like an elvish item, and you can use them to create crystal items. I haven't looked too much into this. This change came out after I started playing, so that's something I'll have to look more into. I know there are some really valuable items you can get with crystal shards, and you can also combine them with these keys to get the crystal chest and get better drops using your loop and tooth half of keys. The next currency I have is Stardust. I think you can use this to upgrade your Prospector outfit, but I don't think I have enough. I'm not really sure. I don't hunt after fallen stars. Whenever I see them, I'll go and mine them. So that's how I get my Stardust stack. Unidentified minerals are an item acquired in the Mining Guild, and you can use those to buy expert gloves, and there's a few other items you can get in the mining guild with those. Same with golden nuggets, that's from Motherlode Mine, and you can use those to get all kinds of useful items like a coal bag and the prospector outfit. Marks of Grace are a very well-known item. You get these from running agility courses, and you can use them to gain the graceful outfit, which is best in slot for energy conservation. Hallowed Marks are also acquired through agility. These ones, I forget exactly what the mini game is called, but it's over in the swamp somewhere, and it's a fairly fun way to train agility compared to doing rooftop courses. But the benefit of rooftop courses is that you can do high alchemy while you're running them, and that helps sort of kill two birds with one stone. The crystal key, I don't remember exactly what this is. I think it's like these keys combined or something. I'm not sure. Crystal weapon seed. These can be turned into crystal weapons somehow. Steel key ring holds a bunch of other keys on it. Brittle Key, I don't know what that does. Giant Key is used to fight Obor. Mossy Keys are used to fight Bryophyta. Sinister Key, I don't know what that does. Muddy Key, I think that unlocks a chest somewhere in like Soul Wars. I could be wrong. These can be combined to create fancy keys that unlock a chest and give you dragon stones. Dark Totems are used in Ku Rend to fight a boss, and these are all my potions. Next up, the Tools tab. In Tools, I have a stack of hammers here as the item to represent this page. I recently unlocked my giant pouch, which I'm very excited about, so I've got all my rune pouches here, and my cosmic tiara, which I use for running cosmics. When I'm creating other runes, specifically nature runes, I think I'm going to be buying law runes from now on, so I won't be running laws. Excuse me. I won't be running law runes, but if I do run nature runes, then I'll go through the abyss. I have my pickaxe and my rune axe here. I've got my best light source. Chisels, dragon harpoon. I got this from killing, what are those creatures called? Let me see. It's got to be in the Slayer tab. Wyverns. It was from Wyverns. So that was a lucky drop. And this item's nice because you can use the special attack to give your fishing level a temporary boost. Then I have all the farming tools. Knives, feathers, unfinished broad bolts. I don't really need these here, but sometimes you can train fletching by buying broad bolts from a Slayer Master. So that's why I have that here. Crystal saw, normal saws, barbarian fishing rod, lockpicks, blackjack. Any blackjack is perfectly good. I don't think willow blackjack is any better or worse than a blackjack made of any other material. The enchanted emerald sickle is used for collecting Mortmire fungus in Mortmire Swamp, which is used for herblore. Glass blowing pipe is used for creating glass items. The fly fishing rod I haven't used in ages. I don't know why or if I still need that. Fishing bait also is here. Tinderbox, limestone bricks I don't really need anymore, but I'm just keeping them in case there's something I want to build that requires limestone bricks in my player-owned house. The ammo mold is used for creating cannonballs. Strange device is used for clue scrolls, I believe. I've got a stack of headless arrows in here. Fungicide spray is a Slayer item, same with the fungicide, and you can use these for finishing off a Slayer monster. I forget exactly what it's called. It's in Xenaris. Jugs of water, I'm not sure what I have those for. Bucket of slime is used for... Oh, that's not bone meal, that's flour. But the bucket of slime is used for gaining prayer XP. I don't really use this anymore because I have a gilded altar and I like to use the chaos altar. But that can be used for prayer. And the plant cure is used if you have a diseased plant. I don't really use this, but I have sometimes, if I happen to catch a plant before it dies from disease, I'll withdraw this and use it. Empty buckets, I don't know what I have those for. I guess maybe my tool leprechaun is full. Empty jugs, don't really need those either. Reinforced goggles I don't need because I added them to my Slayer helmet. Bucket of wax, don't know what that's for. The butterfly net is good when you're catching implings in Xenaris. The coal bag is good when you're doing smithing at the blast furnace. Bucket of milk, not sure what that's for. Druid pouch can protect you from ghosts in the swamp, but I don't really use that. The enchanted gem allows you to speak with the Slayer Master. Pestle and mortar is useful for general purposes to grind something up into dust. Plant pots are also useful for farming if you need to make a sapling to plant a tree or a fruit tree. Another strange device, it looks like I've got 3 of these things here. I'll put these all together. The strange device and the locator orb. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is between all these. Some of them are used for clue scrolls. Bone crusher is a useful item. It allows you to automatically gain prayer XP from a bone drop. So instead of the bones dropping on the ground when you kill a monster, you instead just get a small amount of prayer XP. So that's useful if you wouldn't be picking up the bones anyways. Similar item is the Holy Wrench. When you have this in your inventory, you gain slightly more prayer from every prayer potion that you drink. So that's useful if you're going with prayer-based slaying. Looting bag allows you to carry a whole bunch of extra items when you're in the wilderness. Sled, I believe, is just a cosmetic item. When you wield this, you sled around. But it's also useful in the mountain area. I forget exactly what it's called, that region, but you can use the sled to go down. You need the sled to access some parts of the world map. It was also from a quest. Adamant nails used for construction. I'm not sure why I have those. Steel nails work just as well. Buckets of water, not sure what those are for. Ropes are useful for general purposes. I'll be using some ropes to kill the Calphite Queen later. Flame Terror bag holds limestone bricks. So if you're doing construction and you need a bunch of bricks, you would use this bag. Thread and needle are useful for making dragonhide. Rock hammer is a slayer item used to finish off gargoyles. Candle is general purpose, not very useful. I have a better light source, but sometimes you need a candle for random stuff. This was more useful when I was running quests. All of my raw karambwanji, I'll use these to fish for karambwans, and bolts of cloth are used for construction. So that's my tools tab. Next up is runes. And so in here, I was undecided if I should keep my jewelry in here or in my equipment tab. But so I have moved some stuff over, but that's still kind of up in the air. I have all my runes here. Only 4 steam runes. I wonder where those came from. Lots of dust runes from Dust Devils. You can see I've got 58,000 chaos runes. I get lots of these from running barrows, so that's lovely. Craft cosmic runes and nature runes. I like to keep those at least 1,000 each. All of my staffs, Dust Battle Staff, Mystic Staffs, Lunar Staff, and Drayman Staff do the same thing. Mauritania Legs can teleport to Mauritania. Ardoin Cloak can teleport to the farming patch into a monastery. Desert Amulet 2, I think this has teleports on it, but I'm looking to upgrade this to a Desert Amulet 3 once I complete Desert Hard. The Explorer's Ring teleports to the Cabbage Patch, and it also allows you to regenerate. Allows you to regenerate run energy 3 times a day. Ectophile teleports. You can see these are all just teleport items. The Ectophile teleports to the ectoplasm area. That's what the bucket of slime is for too. But I usually just use this for farming runs. Royal Seed Pod is a great one-click teleport that goes to the Royal Tree. I think this is a reward from Monkey Madness 2, but this one's good because it gets you out of trouble quickly and there's a bank really close by. Ring of Dueling is one of my favorite items. This has a great bank teleport on it. You get 8 charges and it's very low level, easy to get. Xeric's Talisman, these are useful for teleporting around Kurend. This medallion can teleport you to Theater of Blood, the Draken's medallion. Games Necklace is good for teleporting to Berthorpe, Wintertodd, and Tears of Guthix. Burning Amulet is good for wilderness teleports. Dig Site Pendant is good for teleporting to that place to the east. What is that place called? You go to the dig site and then I forget what it's called now. It's like the let's see if I can find it on the map. Where am I right now? I'm in Kurend, so way over to the east, east of Varrock. This is the teleport that gets you there. And I don't know where the island is. Is this it up here? I think this might be it up here. But I forget what the name of that island is, but there's some good stuff there, like the Deranged Archaeologist. There's a few other useful things there. Necklace of Passage is a very useful item for getting into the fairy rings. You can teleport to the Wizard's Tower, and it's really close to a fairy ring. The Teleport Crystal goes to elvish places like Privdennis and Liletia. The Enchanted Lyre goes to Relica. I don't really use this anymore because now I have Fremenic Boots somewhere. Kured's Memoirs is good for Kuren teleports, but I generally use the Xeric's Talisman instead. Chronicle teleports to the Champions Guild, and all of these are teleports that I picked up from doing Wilderness Slayer that I don't really use. Haven't really looked at these ones too much. Some ancient teleports. And then here I have scrolls. I've got an important letter. I don't know what that says on it. I have a scroll to charge Dragonstone jewelry I don't really use because I can teleport to the Myths Guild and charge my jewelry there really quickly and easily. Ring of Wealth scroll. Maybe this imbues a Ring of Wealth. Not sure what that would do. Magic Shortbow scroll. I learned imbues a Magic Shortbow. Giant Champion scroll is used to fight the Giant Champion, which I'm not going to do yet. And then I have all of these clue scrolls, which I just haven't bothered getting to. Could put these in order. Yeah, so beginner, easy, medium, hard, elite, master. Ring of Wealth. is a useful item. Amulet of Glory, also very useful. I generally use the Mounted Glory in my play-around house, so I don't expend charges on these. Holy Symbol is sometimes useful, but usually not. And the Binding Necklace, I forget what that does. It's like, it's a skilling item. You use it for something skill-related. Who remembers? Next up, Food tab. So this is all potions, strength pots, energy potions, anti-poisons, anti-fire potions, ranging potions, stamina potions, magic potions, super restore, prayer pots. I'm going to be making more of those hopefully soon. Ceradon and brews are very good, but I don't really use them. I was saving up a whole bunch of crushed nests in order to make those once I got the herblore level for it, so I've got a big stack of those now. Combat potions I don't use. Agility potions, sometimes handy, usually not. Defense potion, useless. Serum 207, useless. Super anti-poison, magic essence, Zamorak brew. Guthix balance, I'm not really sure what that's for. Serum 208, useless. Sweet corn, these are uncooked. These ones are cooked down here. Monkfish, some uncooked food. Dodgy necklace, this should be in a different tab. That one is used for thieving. It allows you to dodge getting hit when you're pickpocketing somebody. And then some bowls, some cooking appliances, cooked food. Cooked karambon is all you really need. And then some kind of free-to-play food when you're on a free-to-play world. Some pies. Wild pie gives you Slayer boost, I believe. Strawberries and baskets of strawberries are useful when you're trying to conserve on inventory space. You have to eat 5 times, so it's like not very tick efficient, but it's inventory space efficient. I forget how much health you would gain from an entire basket of strawberries. Purple sweets are a similar thing. It's a stackable food item, so all of these withdraw to 1 stack and you can gain a lot of HP by just having those. Strange fruit restores run energy. There's unfinished food items here. Random things, limes, oranges, birds' eggs. White tree fruit, I'm not sure what that does. Jangleberries, dwellberries, poison ivy berries, grapes. A jug of vinegar, I'm not sure what that's for. Jug of wine, don't know what that's for either. Bowl of water, random stuff in here. 8 jugs of whiskey. Lemons, limes, papayas, apples, dragon fruit, and then a whole bunch of different beers. Dwarven Stout, Wizard's Mind Bomb. These give slight bonuses. I think this one gives a bonus to magic. This one gives a bonus to smithing or mining. Yeah, Dragon Bitter. Some of these are good. Slayer's Respite, I think, gives you a Slayer boost. Moonlight Meat, I'm not sure what that does. More pies, coconuts. This is all pretty disorganized. Curry leaves, kebabs. And then a couple of flowers like marigolds, nasturtiums, white lilies. More raw food. Caviar. Raw potatoes. And a couple of random potions like compost potions, half-empty Ceradon brews, attack potions, super energy. That's kind of useful. I'm not sure why that's down here. Raw karambwans. I'll have to cook those later, and some empty baskets. Next up is the herblore tab. So this one is pretty compact. I've got all my ingredients. I've got these random tars here. Potato cactus, snape grass, limpwort roots. Stacking these up, and I'm saving for when I get Desert Hard 3, I'll be able to make all of my unfinished potions very quickly. And making unfinished potions doesn't grant you any herblore XP, so it's better to wait until you have Desert Hard 3. Should have waited instead of making all the potions I've already made, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just saving this until I am ready to get these unfinished potions all made, and then it'll be easy herblore training. Next up is my equipment tab. I've got my mythical cape, which is useful for teleports. Fire cape, which is best in a slot for melee for me anyways. Slayer helm, black dragon hide, barrows gloves, full graceful. Helm of Nada's Knot is good when I can't use the Slayer helm. Snakeskin boots, magic items, yeah, pretty basic stuff. Avis accumulator for ranged. Lunar ring gives a magic bonus. Archer's helm. Guthix cape is for magic. This is for magic. This is for magic. This is for melee. This is a very strange item, the Jester's boot. It gives you. Oh, it won't display. I can't. But I could. Yeah, whatever. It gives you like +5 defense, but +5 magic or something like that. It's got a very strange bonus on it. Unholy symbol is not very useful. I'm not sure. It's like a Zamarakian symbol. Desert boots are cosmetic, basically. War blessing goes in the ammo slot and gives you a small prayer bonus. Silver coffin is used for a minigame in Mauritania. Santa hats are cool. This item is like, I think this is for fighting undead. I forget what this does. The bear head is basically cosmetic because Native's Knot is better. And these red dragonhide, these are for in the wilderness because I don't mind losing these, but I do mind losing my black dragonhide. The rogue's kit for pickpocketing master farmers. Expeditious bracelet makes a slayer task go quicker. Bracelet of slaughter makes a slayer task go slower. Zamorak monk tops and bottoms. This is like free to play stuff and cosmetic. Insulated boots and boots of stone I think are random slayer items. I don't know. Dwarven helmet, random useless item. Varroc's armor 2 and iron plate legs. These look good together. These are basically cosmetic. And here are my Fremennik boots, which I can use to teleport. I've got a monkey, equipable monkey that goes on your back in the cape slot. Western banner. I think this is a achievement diary reward. Myth grapple. You can use this for grappling when you have a crossbow. You can shoot this out of a crossbow to grapple stuff. Amulet of magic. A whole bunch of random amulets like the Camulet, the Monkey Speak amulet, Ghost Speak amulet, Beads of the Dead. A couple of aprons. Amulets, more amulets. Salve amulet EI is very good for fighting undead creatures. Ring of Forging, I don't use that too much, but that helps you. If you're smithing iron ore, it reduces the error rate to like nothing, so you can smith all of your iron ore into bars. That's a pretty useful item. Topaz bracelet can be enchanted and turned into a bracelet of slaughter. Ring of Recoil has some useful applications, and then these other rings that I got from birds' nests. Ring of Life saves you if you're about to die. Plague jacket, fishing bowl, blah blah blah. Ice gloves are useful. Goldsmith. Some of these items have like random niche use cases. Boots of lightness are a nice cosmetic item. They're basically the same as the graceful boots, but they don't combo with the rest of the graceful set. So if you just want the boots, boots of lightness are just as good as graceful boots. Fremi boots, beekeeper boots, mystic boots. Skull scepter can teleport to barbarian village. Leaf bladed sword is a slayer item. 20th anniversary cape, I think that's just cosmetic. Some free to play staffs. Rune heraldic, Guthix helm, Guthix shield, rune armor. Witchwood icon is for fighting the scary monsters in the cave in the jungle. You use those to get the black mask. Amulet of power is a wilderness item. Broad bolts, iron knives are a good, very fast attacking ranged weapon. Melee kit. Slayer Staff E, used for casting Slayer Dart. Not really particularly useful, but it expends mind runes, so that's nice if you want to use up mind runes. Anti-dragon shield, obviously. Rune crossbows, I got all these from Crazy Archaeologist. Crystal bow, Ivan's staff is good. Ancient staff is good. Dragon square shield, is lucky to get a couple of those. I think those look cool. They're basically cosmetic. Dragon defender is better, generally speaking. Karis is a quest reward. Cannonballs, cannon, Castle Wars bracelet, I forget what that does. Trollweiss, this is a cosmetic item. Ruby bolts, I forget what that does. It has a special magical property. This is a range shield for when I've got a crossbow. This is a random crystal shield. I think it's better than the square shield. Dragon mace has a weird special attack, more dragon items here. The cursed banana is a very cool item because it changes your walking animation. I'll withdraw that so I can show you what that looks like after. Ranging gloves, I got these from a clue reward, and I was very happy to get them, but it turns out they're just not as good as Barrow's gloves, so I never use them. Red Chinchampas are a ranged item. Proselyte is very prayer friendly, like if you need, they give you a big prayer bonus, the Proselyte. Darklight is for slaying demons. Wilderness Sword is a achievement diary reward. Black D'hide Vamps, not as good as Barrow's gloves, I don't think. Face mask to look like a cool bandito. Desert garb. Gommel's Hilt 1. Random jewelry. Next, the resources tab. So I've got all my different bars. I've got my PRS. I've got all these different gems. Black Prism, I don't know what that does. I've got some random stamina pots. I like having these here for when I'm doing cosmic runes. I get these in the same tab. That's useful. I've got a bunch of different ores. I've got clockworks and logs, so I can make more birdhouses. Buckets of sand to make more molten glass. Battle staves and air orbs to make battle staves. All of my dragon hides, necklaces of passage, random one. This one is for alching. I put my alchables in here. The air battle staves are alchables. If I were to high alcohol these, I'd get 1.4 mil. And if I were to alch all of these, I would get 145k. So these are alchables. Lizardmen fangs can be used to charge the Xerix talisman. Blah blah blah. I've got some bones, prayer items like all of the disembodied heads. Tree roots, random. Onyx bolt tips, also random. Burnt pages from Wintertodd. These are wilderness monster drops. I want to get the third odium shard and make an odium shield. Shield half is here. Maybe I can get the shield right half. I'm not sure where that comes from. Maybe I can buy that from the Myths Guild. Ancient Signet is part of the Ancient Staff. I'm not sure why that's here. Dynamite, I'm not sure what that even does. Giant Seaweed is really good for making molten glass using the Super Glass Make spell from the Lunar Spellbook. Box traps are for catching Chinchompas and training Hunter. Ball of Wool is used for making jewelry. Bird's Nests are for making Ceradom and Bruise. Degnoth Hide is useless. Xerix Fabric is basically useless. Random gold ring. Alchable rings of dueling. Flax. Flax is a good reward from... Well, I wouldn't say... No, it's not. Flax is useless. Never mind. Ruin Halberd can be alched. These could all be alched. Random green d'hide chaps, empty candle iron. I don't even know why I have some of this stuff. Anyways, next is the Barrows tab. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Barrows items remaining before I've unlocked all the Barrows items. And I'm going to use this full Varrox to fight the Calphite Queen at some point in the new year. I also have every single black item. I've got the black gloves, blue boots, defender, all of these. I like to collect these items and stack them up here. 59 black square shields. How many do you have? I also have this black mask because I got an extra one from killing cave horrors. And I've got a bunch of 3 Aram staffs. So, cool beans, cool beans. Next up is the random items tab. I've got all these books. These are like, this is like my old useless equipment tab, like cosmetic robes, all my talismans and tiaras, stuff that I just don't really want to see unless I'm looking for it specifically. I don't even want to go through all that stuff. Quest point hood, fancy boots, cosmetic items. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. So thanks for watching. I hope that this video was interesting and educational for those who don't know about Ironman banks. That is how I run my bank. I'm currently at 787 over 860 capacity. And here's the cursed banana. It makes you run around like this. So funny. I can run with it too. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll be out with another episode probably next year because I'm getting ready for the holidays and I won't be making too many more episodes before the new year. So stay tuned, and I'll make another one of these in December 2025. I'll be sticking with it. That's the plan anyways. How cute. Get out of my way, you master farmer, before I pickpocket you. Thanks for watching this episode of Iron Man Daily, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you dare.